Hey, Alex here. We've added Gemini 2.5 Pro in our AI repeat removal tool in our Phantom plugin. If you see on the left-hand side, this is our Phantom plugin. It has 10 different tools to help you, the editor, to edit quicker. And one of the tools that we have is the AI repeat removal beta tool. And this tool is primarily used for talking head videos to help you remove repeated mistakes, silences, false starts, and any potential mistakes in your talking head video. And in this video, we're gonna show you how you can use this as part of your editing process and what this can and can't do. To start off, I'm just gonna show you how I'm going to use this tool. I have my AI provider. We have Gemini 2.5 Flash and Gemini 2.5 Pro. Flash is a little bit quicker, however, the accuracy isn't that great. But with the addition of 2.5 Pro, it's a lot more accurate. However, there are some mistakes, and I'm going to go through the whole thing in this video. So I'm just going to select that, and the sequence that I have is a 4-minute 30-second sequence. And I'm just going to press this, confirm the usage, and let's see how long this takes and what it's going to do. So first of all, it's going to export the audio and go through the entire sequence and analyze your video and mark all the sections that you are going to keep in the video. And you can make changes to what you want to select and what you want to take out. While this is being processed, I'm just gonna be pretty upfront on what this can't do. First of all, it's not gonna edit weddings. It's not gonna take over your jobs. It's not gonna edit a podcast. We have a different tool for something like that. And yes, it's going to make mistakes, of course, but we're going to try to improve this as much as we can. This is primarily for talking head types of videos, and currently in this version 1.2.6, it only works in English for now, but we're going to add different language support in the future. We're hoping that editors can use this tool to make their editing process a little bit quicker, especially for talking head videos where any repeated line can be removed, so you don't have to go through the whole thing analyzing line by line what to keep and what to take out. But our philosophy with AI is that it's going to help you choose these selections faster so that you can edit faster. Now right now you can't reprompt or input your own types of prompt because primarily this tool is to remove repeated lines. So after the analysis is done, it's going to come back with the transcription on what it is going to keep and what is going to be removed. So scrolling down here, we can see all the green highlighted selections of what is being kept and what is being removed. In my videos, I usually take a long time just because I repeat a lot of stuff and I do multiple retakes because I totally suck at talking head videos just like this. Once it comes back with the selection, if you want to keep something like this, we can click on it to remove it and click it if we want to keep it. We have a silence section right here. If you really want to have the silence section, which is almost 1 second long, we can keep it, or again, we can remove it as well. Now in the transcription window, here are the different tools that you can use to make your selection a little bit more accurate. First of all, we can play the selection that we want to analyze. For example, I can go over here and let's play this. This is a non-subscription multicam editing tool for, okay. And we can also play this section as well. This is the bad section that we don't want. This is a non-subscription multi. Yeah, so this is not what we want. And we can go down through the entire timeline and select what we want and what we don't want as well. But if we want to make changes to the selection, this transcription window does a pretty good job, but we can also make more minute adjustments to the containers as well. For example, if we go over here, let's play this back. If this is a tool that you guys have always wanted, I can zoom in and adjust the timing to be a little bit better. If we click on this button here, it's going to open the container selection to make further changes. If I want this cut to be a little bit tighter, I can take this, which are the in and out points, and adjust the size to how I want this to be. So if I want the cut directly at the end of the speech, I can make that cut over here, select it, and save that new cut such that it's going to take the container of this section. If I want, I can also press it again, zoom in a little bit more, and make the cut a little bit more refined at the section right here. And let's save that cut again. Right now, after saving the cut, it is going to duplicate some of the words, but the transcription window is mainly a reference of how it could look like. So don't worry if it's making duplicates of these tools. And again, this is beta and we are going to improve this in the future. I can go through the entire transcription and make minute adjustments. For example, I can go over here again. In this update, we fixed some bugs. I noticed that there is a section which isn't too accurate right now, but I can go in here, adjust the container and to make that cut a little bit more fine. And we can also move the cut all the way here as well and save that piece and play it back as well. In this update, we fixed some bugs and also we made, okay, perfect. However, if I don't want a particular word or line and want to cut that out, I can also click on this here in this transcription window, pressing Shift, Control, and K. I can split up the container and also remove this line as well. If I want to keep that line, again, just press here. And once it is highlighted green, that means that section is being kept. So again, let's go all the way down somewhere. Let's play this background here. If you have really noisy backgrounds, I would like this cut to be a little bit tighter. I'm just gonna go here, select this, and move the container in a little bit more. and click on it to make that tighter cut. And again, it's gonna duplicate some of the words, but again, that is a reference. And maybe this here, I wanna split this up. So I'm just gonna press Shift Control K and split that up. And I can deselect this selection or select the selection again. While you're making changes, you can also save the selections that you like. Because you can always go back, close the program, or go back to into it, make sure you save it right here, which is going to save the cut to your analysis by clicking this one. This play sample button right here is going to play all these selected containers so you can kind of hear how it sounds without making the cuts. For example, I can select here and play this from that container. And we may as well make a video about this is a non-subscription multicam editing tool for Adobe. If this is a tool that you guys have always wanted in Premiere, now we have it. So you can play a sample of your uncut timeline. If you make any mistakes, you can also undo it or redo it as well. Now, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. I'm just gonna go all the way down and go through the different cutting selections that we have so it can suit every editor's cutting style. We're just gonna start from right to left. Create rough cut button is going to create the complete rough cut from start to finish and removing all the unwanted sections. This one right here, apply cuts and disable clips, is going to make the cuts and disable all the unwanted sections. Here, apply frame cuts only is going to apply the frame cuts and it's not going to remove any cuts. And this button here is mainly to be used with this tool. And what this button is going to do is remove all the disabled clips in your sequence. Now let me zoom out of the timeline. And for this purpose, let's try using the apply cuts and disable clips. While this is processing the sequence, it's going to make all the cuts, disable all the unwanted clips. And what you can do is kind of go through each and one of them to make sure the cuts are fine. And don't worry, once you press all these buttons, it does create a backup so you can apply different cuts that you want to. Let's go back over here and let's remove all the disabled clips. And while it's processing that sequence, it's going to remove each section one by one. Now, I made a mistake over here and I forgot to enable this video track because we are on V2 as well. And let me press it again. Perfect. So now let's play it back and let's see how it kind of sounds. Hey guys, we made some updates on the Wraith multi-camera editor tool, and we may as well make a video about this. This is a non-subscription multicam editing tool for Adobe Premiere. Now, I noticed that there is some small mistakes. I can go back over here for Adobe, and I said for twice, so I'm just gonna delete that section. Cam editing tool for Adobe Premiere. If this is a tool that you guys have always wanted in Premiere, now we have. We also have the Phantom plugin, which also, now this is a little bit cut short here. Selecting the clip, holding Command and expanding it, I can make the cut a little bit better. Now we have it. We also have the Phantom plugin, which also includes this as well. In this update, we fixed some bugs. All right, so it does a pretty good job on making all the cuts. Again, this is not perfect, but now what you can do after that is go through each of the selection and refine the cuts to make it a little bit better. Again, the idea of this tool is to help you edit a little bit quicker to make sure all repeated lines are properly removed. After that, you can go through the sequence and refine the cuts. And we're hoping that this tool is going to help editors edit talking head types of videos just a little bit quicker. You can find this update in our Phantom plugin version 1.2.6. And in the future, we're definitely going to improve this product, adding more language support and improving the accuracy of this as well. But yeah, try it out. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you guys next time.